This truck is a 2004 Chevrolet Silverado with a Duramax in it. You see the overall goal with this thing was to keep it stock. Of course, make sure that the truck runs because the truck didn't run when I purchased it in the beginning. And just like most things on the channel, I can't leave anything stock. So I went a little nuts again. I set a different engine in it, dressed it all up, made it nice, put some nice HSP stuff on there. And then once my part was done with it, I was gonna do the easy stuff, which of course is just doing the body work. That's actually the hardest part of the job, believe it or not. Now don't get me wrong, the boys there at A&D Repair in Hasslet, Michigan, by the way, I highly recommend these guys. If you've ever been on the fence as far as doing any custom work to your vehicle, a truck, a car, maybe a Harley, a motorcycle, anything like that, they have one of the best painters in the state of Michigan. His name is Shannon. This guy's work has been in multiple magazines. He's won first best of show at Autoramas, things like that. The guy's definitely proven himself, and this is the gentleman that's painting my truck as we speak. We picked a beautiful orange color, and I just know that these folks are going to knock it out of the park. So I will leave all of their information in the description below. Definitely let them know that I sent you. That'd be pretty cool. But at this point, I think we're going to be at a standstill. We've already torn this truck down, and we're noticing fitment issues with the doors. Now, of course, this is a pretty big deal because if we can't get the doors to line up, then we can't get the rocker panels to line up, and it throws the whole build off. So what I'm trying to say is if we can't get the correct fitment done on this truck, I'm gonna be out a lot of money. We're gonna be out a lot of time, a lot of effort, and I really don't wanna go down this route. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and head over there right now. All right, so it's 6 in the morning, early, and we're gonna grind it hard today, guys. We're gonna go ahead and get these doors fitted. We are going to get the cab corners, the rockers completely done, and hopefully this works out, but this is probably gonna be a nightmare video because we have to do a lot of bending and fabricating to get these doors to fit correctly. So that's what's on the agenda today. We just have the lower rocker clamped right now at this point. So we're gonna have a lot of adjustments to do, but it looks like right now at this point, we just need to bring this up a little bit. That's about it. Yeah, we scratched right there. What do you think so far?
Well, the gaps are not very good.
Woo, look at that. So we might have to order another rear door. I'm not sure. This one's kind of jacked up after we started fitting things.
Let's just see if we can.
That's the problem. We're gonna have to bend some of this, unfortunately. It's the only way we're gonna be able to do this.
Let's get a little nudge ball. Okay. I'm trying, boys. I'm trying. Look at the hinge itself, dude. Let's see if we can get an aftermarket hinge where they remove this junk and bolt it in so that you've got up, down, inside, outside adjustment. You know, that was kind of like the retro fit, because if you got even when these were brand new, back in my day, if you replace the doors, you got a hinge kit for them that were bolt-on.
Yeah, but these are weld-on.
Yeah, General Motors doesn't always play fair or play very nice with their engineering.
We might have to get another fender, I'm not sure. I'm trying to tweak it and stuff like that, but it's just no bueno. I mean, I guess we could if we put a lot of time in it, but we might have to get a different fender.
Yeah, and if they come down and look from the side,
you can clearly tell. Oh yeah, look at that. That's aerodynamics right there. It's best.
Yeah, that looks like a fender induction hood.
It's supposed to be like that, man.
Hinges cool when you're opening and closing the door. Anything could be made right. I just might exceed the value of this fender, but you know, that's the thing with using sometimes the aftermarkets, is that you just never know what you're going to get into. You might have to go through a few of them to get it.
Well, even in like regular GM parts, I'm sure.
Yeah, GM parts they're gonna be a little bit better, but I remember when these things were like brand new on the road, and even an OEM fender was still really difficult to get it to fit right.
It's like the Tory emblem.
Yeah, this is like, you know, if you went to China, you would find some imperial stampings like that. in like temples and stuff like that. Yep, there's gonna be dudes eating bowls of rice.
100% body technician, use Tongyang group parts.
Yep.
Well, guys, we got our hinge. That was quick.
For a start.
Which is this one. So that was quick. I wonder if it's the same one though. Hopefully it's the right one.
All that nice chamfered edges and the reinforcement plates.
Yeah.
Boom. Then guess what that can do? Look what I can do. I can go up and I can go in.
Sitting on the shelf a minute.
Nah, those look brand new, bro.
No, that's new old stock right there.
These are original equipment, bro. GM.
Right.
This is what they came with when you bought a new door. They didn't go to the junkyard. You got a new door from General Motors. You had to get one of these sets to make it adjustable. Because it's kind of like these were one-time welded on from the factory, and then they kind of realized probably immediately, man, we made a big mistake.
Well, we're gonna unmistake this.
Well, we're just gonna, what do they call it? Resto mod. We're gonna resto mod this thing.
Pretty much it. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to plasma cut these out inside here. So we're gonna replace them, but unfortunately, it's just, yeah, we have to cut it off. That's how we're gonna have to do it. So basically, in order to get this to line up, we're gonna have to stretch the bottom, pop out,
And the top.
and the top.
And we're gonna have to,
Anything's possible though.
yeah, I mean we can throw Gabe's big 300-pound right in the middle of the door here, and it will boom, fold that thing out.
I can jump on it a couple times if you want.
Yeah, we can lay it down on the ground and just gotta spring
Run it over.
Jump it.
Yeah.
You showed what we did so far to create some sort of movement, which is putting a retrofit kit.
Yeah, let me show that really quick.
So
You
the
guys saw
retrofit
that.
kit, we got to have some fun. We got the plasma cutter out, and the old hinge that was welded on here.
Yeah.
Josh had fun plasma cutting it all apart.
Yeah, I did a great
And
job.
you can see on the inside here, we ended up cutting out a big kind of hole here, welding in some plate steel,
So it gives you tons of adjustment.
drilling new holes, and now we can go up and down and left and right, you know, kind of in any direction on the door. But we can't, right at this point, do that on this side. So if we were able to create movement on this hinge and this hinge, the same with the front hinges that are right now, they're welded from the factory, welded on the door, welded on the A-pillar. So there is no movement, and we can try to bend and tweak it as best we can, but we're still not getting the movements that we need to get the door to be centered and square. Yeah, brainstorming, in my opinion, is just going to be time to start drilling out factory welds and moving.
Still have the rusty doors that were
I
on
do
this
have the old rest doors, yeah.
Bring them.
Maybe we can just check the fitment on that. See what the alignment was originally with that.
If we swap this door out with the original door and the fits, we know something's wrong with this door.
Yep.
Or this door,
Correct.
and we can rule that out.
Yep. So if you can bring us your clapped out doors, we can double check.
Oh.
There's a difference if we hang both of those doors and they slide together perfect and the gaps are just perfect, then, you know, we need to find out which, maybe it's both doors, maybe it's just one door. You know, it'll give us a little bit more understanding of what's taking place.
So we're at a standstill, obviously, at this point. It's almost 1700, 5 p.m., and I'm beat. Here since 6 a.m., trying to figure this stuff out. A lot of stuff going on that you guys didn't see on video, but we're gonna get back. This is their weekend. They're not gonna be here this weekend, and then we're gonna start next week, Monday maybe. It just depends with the workflow of the shop. But I'm gonna keep you guys posted. Obviously, this isn't something that we can build overnight.
Ask your viewers if they'd rather see us turn this into like the General Lee homeboy, like weld everything shut,
Everyone's gonna say yes.
and you're gonna have to climb through the windows and stuff
Let
to
us
get
know
in.
in the comments if this should be a Dukes of Hazzard truck since it's already orange.
Or a Jeep style with no doors.
With no doors, right? Yeah, they're even
We'll weld
better.
on some foot pegs right there
The
on
reason
the
why,
bottom hinge.
well, the reason why he said Dukes of Hazzard is because you could just weld the doors together,
Yeah, let's weld everything.
and you
We'll
could just
close
jump
the
right
whole
through
side.
the middle of it. Yeah, that's why he was saying that. But yeah, all right. Actually, it does look pretty sweet black with the orange rims now. Kind of digging it. Let's just leave it.
Yeah, it's just primer.
Yeah, if you don't know, guys, that's primer. That's not what it looks like. All right, sorry, I'm just rambling. We'll go ahead and get back with you guys. All right, 7 a.m., ladies and gentlemen. We're back. I brought the doors. Went ahead and threw them on. And this is where we're at. You guys saw the issues we were having. And believe it or not, that door that we spent all that time and all that work and energy on was really for nothing. Because this door fits the way it should. I mean, it's not perfect. Well, actually, yeah.
It's pretty close
Pretty
to
much
perfect. I mean, as far as like if it was a factory job, this would be rolling off the assembly line. But we would just take it from here and tweak out these little tiny discrepancies where this is just a little higher. You know, we would tweak that up.
Yeah,
but
it
like
wouldn't
with
be
this,
much.
yeah, it's really like that's all cosmetic stuff that's easy to adjust. You know, so major difference.
Yeah, so we put that door on. That wasn't the problem like we spoke about. We put that door on and voila. So right now the issue that we're having is tracking down a door. To buy a brand new door, it's like $1,200.
They're $300, so that makes it a $1,500 door if they still have it
It's gonna
available.
be expensive. I'm trying to like slowly, I don't want to say cut costs on this build, but dude,
Yeah, keep it
it's
reasonable.
getting very expensive.
So we're trying to find another used door, and most of the used doors were under $200. So
We're gonna find a used door.
Yeah, we just got to find one that doesn't have corrosion on it. If it has a few dings and dents, it's not a big deal. We'll take care of that.
Well, what we can do also is we could just cut this out right here. Just cut the whole door in half. We'll plasma cut it, and then we'll just take the other door, the bottom, and then we'll just weld it on. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. It's a joke. Yeah, no. We're waiting on a door, guys. We had the fender that just came in. Here she is. She looks good. I think we looked it over already. Everything's good there. You guys saw the issue we were having with the aerodynamics. That big old giant gap. We can't do it because like Shannon was saying, some guy's gonna walk up and be like, would you look at that? Look at all that. I could charge rent right there. Look at all that room.
There's a lot of space.
A lot of space.
So we just got to, you know, we got a different one to try to get it a little bit more adjusted. This one's up, adjusted as far as up as it can go. So we can't really move it back any further or any higher, which, you know, it's close to the level that it needs to be, but it's really difficult to close that in and get this bow out without touching the door and where it needs to be down below. So we're just trying another fender, and if the next fender fits great, then, you know, then we could go ahead and try to get that hood aligned.
Yeah, once we put the hood on there, we'll have the new fender on there. We'll get that second door or third door, and then we should be.
Door in the back. This side is very close to being ready to go. Like again, you can see the gap up here. This is actually a little low. It's touching the top of the roof right now. So right here on the inside of this has got no gap, meaning that this door has to be sprung open a touch. So it's gonna have to get opened up to be level with this, which isn't very difficult. That's like a 5-minute fix.
Okay.
So, you know, most of the other stuff is just tweaking out, getting little tweaks to get the lines perfect on here, but the gaps are a lot more consistent on this side than on the other side. So this used door and this used door were in good enough shape to where we can get all of the little tweaks and adjustments to make it look a little bit nicer than how the OEM would have put it out.
If you look inside here, this is a great idea Shannon had, just to go ahead and get this inside right here black, nice glossy black, and the outside the same paint color, of course.
Yep, so that way when you open the hood, you'll have your hood bumpers here that you'll see everything's orange, and then all of your other components that are going to be on here are going to be bolted up. Battery trays, fuse boxes, your firewall's already black. You're going to have black fender liners or skirts that go inside of here, you know, like the mud flaps, so you might as well just keep that stuff black instead of wasting a million coats of orange paint on there. But when you open the hood up, you're going to see that it's all base coat, clear coated underneath, a little bit nicer than what the factory does.
Yeah, that's a nice touch right there.
Yeah, and I mean, this is going to be underneath a plastic wheel skirt, but at least you know it's got paint and protection everywhere that you can put it, you know. And then once these get installed, we're also going to spray cavity wax on the inners to give you that extra corrosion protection.
Yeah, I can't wait to highlight that. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's simple stuff that adds a little bit more life to the parts.
This is actually about a week in the making since the last video that you watched. This is about a week out from what you're seeing right now, and this is where we're at. This is no like, this is going to take us a week with 12 guys to do. This is taking a very long time. All right, the door is here. Moment of truth. This is a used door, so we'll see how this looks. Let's check it out. All right.
Did not see any rust on hemlock, hemp seed.
This corner, yeah, but that's an easy fix. Guys, I think we're 100%. We'll fix anything that's on here. The only thing we gotta do before we tear it apart though, is we gotta go and fit it on the truck, see if it's actually gonna fit the parameters.
So again, this is like a week later. We have the door. This is exciting. This was pretty much our hindrance from getting the rest of this truck wrapped up. But it's here, hopefully it fits. If it doesn't fit, then we're gonna have to wait another week, you know how it goes. Here we go, moment of truth.
That's definitely 1,000 times better than the green door. So you see here, Jimmy, like that little roll out, that where we got to fix that with a bump, 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 little bump, bump, bump. But other than that, dude, the door is got a little ding here.
How's the top look?
The top lines up really well. This top lines up great. This top lines up really nice. The lines line up. The gaps are nice. The only thing that I'm not 100% on is just the depth of this to that. So
oh, I see. It's kind of flared out a little bit.
Yeah, bringing it in a little bit, but I don't know if that could be the seals.
Oh, the seals are still in the door?
Yeah, it could be.
It could be.
Seals on like this.
Yeah, this probably
touching other crap that is like in the way.
Right.
It could be that we need to just tweak the hinge a little bit.
Yeah, that's not a huge deal.
No, it's actually pretty nice. I mean, like.
This isn't bad. This is only $200, I think. $200-300
Yeah.
bucks.
No, I think it was like $195.
Oh, was it?
I think so. Yeah. So for $200, but a new door is $1,200. The hinge kit, like we put onto the green door, trying to get all the adjustments, that's another $260, $300.
Yeah,
so if we had to buy a new shell, you would have to buy that retro kit. That would be a $1,500 to $1,600 shell and hinges, and then you'd still have to drill holes, fit it, align it. You know, with this, we still have to get the guys to come out and cut the glass out because these are urethaned in. So these would be cut out, trimmed, and then we have very minimal body work to do.
So what we're doing here is we're doing relief cuts. And unfortunately, once we put this on here, it seemed like there was a gap between the top of this cabin right here. So what we have to do is we actually have to cut little slits here and then bend them out just a little bit in order to fit that. That's a really nice fitment line right there, Jimmy.
It's pretty close.
Honestly, good job.
Needs a little bit more right there in the corner, but all the rest of it is doable now.
All right, so at this point, once we laid down the weld, went ahead and grounded it down with the bandsaw, which this thing is awesome, by the way. We've been using this pretty much the entire time. But we brought it down to this. We're gonna go ahead and start filling over it, cleaning it up. Anything to add?
Yeah, it looks pretty good. It's a little low there where the cab corner wasn't quite wide enough, but we made do with what we had.
We got the outers installed. Everything's looking good. Very professional. Looks amazing. These guys are killing it. I can't wait for this to finally, you know, be finished, of course, but we can't rush this stuff. As you guys can tell, everything was spot welded, all right? Everything was done the correct way.
The bottom is actually weld bonded, so there's a layer of panel bond down there that you can actually spot weld through while it's still wet. So it's not only welded, but it's glued. Gives you the best corrosion protection and the best bond. Most new cars are built with weld bonded procedures.
That's what we're doing. We're trying to duplicate that the best way we can here at the shop, but it's looking amazing. What's up?
Hey, boss. How you doing today?
You ready to see the junk project? Well, this time you can't take a big, huge mallet to it.
Oh, but that was so much fun. This isn't it, is it?
Yeah, this is it. This is the one you took the hammer to.
It looks terrible.
Huge.
No.
10-pound. Yeah.
I'm just teasing. I haven't watched your other videos yet.
Yeah, you need to. Yeah, this is where we're at so far. I know the rims look a little different, but I want to paint match it to the actual vehicle. I think it's going to look really nice when it all comes together. It's just really hard to envision, you know what I mean?
At this point, yeah, it really is. So, but I see you got new rocker panels here.
Mm-hmm.
You needed that.
Yeah, these guys are just rocking and rolling. They're doing a great job. But this is about 3 weeks in now.
Has it been that long already?
Jimmy, has it been 3 weeks? 4 weeks?
Well, I mean,
Maybe a month? I don't even know.
It's been 3 or 4 weeks.
The northern truck, right?
This is spend most of his days in Michigan. Oh, he's actually making a YouTube video, guys. Definitely check him out, Diesel Ranch. He's gonna make a separate video on this. But these are the rockers, or the rockers, the fenders.
It looks like typical Michigan.
Yeah, and that's what you're gonna get. I mean,
you're gonna get with any truck, steel body truck at least.
so obviously we're not gonna repair those. We're gonna replace those.
Are you keeping? You're not keeping these bumpers?
No, we're just keeping what we. If there's anything important there we have to keep, we're just keeping it around. If you have a classic body style, so your 99 to 07 trucks, I don't care what you say, these are some of the most comfy seats ever. You feel like you're sitting on your living room couch, don't you? Tell me that's not the best chair ever.
That works.
It's comfortable. It's comfortable.
Okay, is it more comfortable than your junky Ford?
No.
I say that too. I got my King Ranch out there.
So do I.
Yeah, boy.
So do I.
Oh, they're buddies now.
Oh, wait.
You guys need to go bowling together or something.
11.
Okay, so that's about it for this video today. We were able to get a lot accomplished. I'm glad that this video didn't turn into a big nightmare, because quite honestly, that door was a huge hang up. The other thing about that door that I wanted to mention, when I purchased it, it already had previous body work done to it. And it should have been a red flag. I really shouldn't have bought it, because I think what happened, this is just my assumption, some of the guys were talking about it as well. What I think happened was that door was at a body shop somewhere previously. They bought it from somebody else. They did the body work on it, did not pre-fit it before they did the body work. And then when they did, they put it on the truck and it didn't fit. So they decided to send it back. And then unfortunately, I was the guy to buy it. So I got stuck with it. And I would never resell that door. I would never pin that on somebody else. But the fact that we spent so much time fussing with that door, plasma cutting out the brackets, refitting the brackets, the new ones, and then just trying to bend, and I don't know, man. We wasted a lot of time and a lot of money and a lot of effort on that one door, when all I had to do simply was just purchase this door, which is only like 200 bucks. And it was graded at an A plus, or an A, I think. And the only issue we had was that little corner that rolled. Really no big deal. So I'm very, very happy about it. We can continue moving forward in the job, and I'm so excited. But it's gonna take us several weeks to finish this yet, obviously. I think we're about 3 more weeks. I think it's gonna take us about 3 more weeks to finish this job. But once we're completely done, we're gonna go ahead and reveal it to you. But in the meantime, if I'm not here, I'm gonna be working in the shop. I have a lot going on back in the garage, so I want you guys to stay tuned for some of those videos. I'm gonna be probably doing another sweet 9-blade install, RDS turbo 9-blade install on a LMM. One of the loudest turbos on the planet. I mean, these things are awesome. I can't wait to post that video, so stay tuned for that. I'm really excited about it. But again, big shout out to the team here at A&D Repair. I really appreciate all of their support as always. I'm gonna mention them every time in the videos. I can't thank them enough for allowing me to bring my camera into their shop and filming the process, because it's huge. And not only that, them giving you guys some of their expertise and knowledge on how to do some of this stuff. This is pretty expensive. It's a big, big, long journey. A lot of folks, a lot of hands involved in this project, and I cannot wait. I'm so excited. So that'll be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Stay tuned.